What's going on, guys? I have been in Costa Rica for 3 years now, about to make my exit. So I'm gonna give you what it costs to live here, what jobs will make you money, all the side hustles, all the tips and tricks, everything that you absolutely need for Costa Rica, or if you want to travel abroad. Okay, so after 3 years, I've learned so much. I felt like I was rich when I first started here, and then it became super frugal. And now I'm starting to make some YouTubes to help people like you guys if you're trying to make that exit. Which I do have to say, there's no better time than right now, and there will never be a better time. So if you're saving up for that 10, 20 grand, you're gonna keep on saving. So if you're ready to go, leave now. Oh, okay, guys. Let's start with rent. Rent for a solo traveler at a nice place, security, nice pool, right next to the beach. Okay, anywhere is between $700 to $800. Now, if you know people like I do, that's how you get a better deal. So if you are looking to come to Costa Rica specifically, just drop me an email. I can literally give you a list of all the managers of the Airbnbs, because that's another trick. When you go on Airbnb, you're supposed to just rent it for a couple days, and then once you get here, shake hands with the owner and say, hey, how much is 6 months going to cost me? Here's cash. How much is 3 months going to cost me? Here's cash. Okay, and they give you a little contract. And contracts aren't like the United States, okay? Let's say you sign a 6-month contract. You can leave on 3 months. Give them like extra $50, say you're sorry, and it's all good. So I really like that freedom, actually. I got to get into that. So when you sign these larger contracts, it's not bad. It's a gray area. So they give you a better deal, but they become friends with them, and then you're like, hey, I got to take off 3 months early. Here's $100, and they're super grateful, and they rent it out. So food's a big one. When I first came here, I was spending my money like an idiot, like $50, $60 a day, living like a baller, but I was eating out at restaurants all the time. And food here is just as expensive as in America. So you gotta, if you're going out, let's say burger and fries or a steak, you're looking at $25 to $30 each time. That started to add up. So over the years, I progressively became more frugal, and I did find some extremely cheap ways to eat a super healthy. Oh my God! See, I'm choking right now. How to eat a super healthy diet? Okay, so this is what I did. At the supermarkets, in the flea markets, and the markets, they just have it like in the parks. That's where you buy your vegetables and fruit. Okay, I don't eat too much pasta and bread, things like that. So that's where you buy your fruit and vegetables and eggs. It's super fresh. The eggs, in America, they're like yellow yolks. Over here, like a dark orange. That means they were fed with real food, aka insects. So that's where you get your fruit and veg. But I stick to more of a carnivore diet. So if you like to eat, ribeyes and chicken and things like that, you can literally get chicken here for like a chicken breast with the bone in, $1.50, right? I mean, $6 will buy you 2 days worth of food. But the biggest thing I found here is beef. Beef's extremely cheap. So ribeyes cost anywhere between $6 to $8. I eat a couple of those a day. You can buy them at your supermarket. You just got to ask for them. They're just in the back there. It's not like there's a ton of people out there buying it. If you go to a butcher, the butcher's going to charge you twice as much as that. And I think that's just because it's advertised. Everyone's like, oh, I'm going to this butcher. I tried it. I went there. I was like, I'll spend the extra money. It's actually worse meat. I checked it out. I've been on, the carnivore kick for 5 years now, which changed my brain mentally. People want to know about transportation. So I live in a beach town. I'm sure most people who are coming here aren't trying to live in some big city life. So when you live in a beach town, I just rented a bike off my neighbor for $10. If you can't do that, you can literally buy a used bicycle on Facebook Marketplace for like $50 to $100. Or there's a bike shop here that sells used bikes anywhere between $100 and $150. For me, that was like life-changing, because when you're in a beach town, I can get from the front to the back, 15, 20 minutes. Grocery store, 5 minutes. The movie theater, I love movies. I hate TV, but I'll still go to the movie theater. 2 seconds. If you want to watch the sunset, you want to go to the beach, you want to stop working for a half hour and head to the beach, grab a bike. Okay, walking is amazing. I'll never knock it. I walk the beach all the time, but just for getting, like, if you work online all the time, you really need to move, you need to exercise, you need to get that blood flowing, and a bike really changed everything. Sounds funny, but it really changed everything. Transportation for a bus. So buses are super cheap. I mean, you can get from Hako, which is a 2-hour ride on a bus, costs you $12. Now they have Uber here. Uber's super cheap. So they got Uber and Uber Eats. Uber Eats isn't cheap, but Uber anywhere in town, anywhere out of town, $2 to $4. Super cheap. They do it all the time. Entertainment. This is going to be solely on you. I will give you what I did. I acted like an idiot the first year I was here. I went everywhere. I tried every single restaurant. I tried every single drink. All these 2-for-1s, they'll get you. All the entertainment in the world. Went to all the festivals. Tried all the types of food. And so entertainment, cheaper than America, but way better, way more fun, right? You're on a beach, the vibes are better. People are just way more happier. So, anywhere between $500 to $1,000 on entertainment. Now I've dropped it down to maybe $300 to $400, depending on what's going on. Healthcare, guys, this is getting easier and easier. I don't know if the world's trying to make people, travel abroad or what's going on, but you can go online, literally just type in abroad healthcare, and like 50 million different insurances will pop up. Grab one anywhere from 50 to 150 a month. You're locked and loaded there. Gym membership, that's a good one. 'Cause for some reason, when I got here, I was working out like crazy. Then I started slowing down because I started doing like these 10-hour nature walks on the weekends and walking the beach all the time. But if you want to go to the gym every day, there's lots of gyms here. People in Central America love to look good and stay fit, so that'll never be a problem. And they cost anywhere between $30 to $60 USD. And these gyms are fully equipped, okay? Air conditioned, some aren't air conditioned, but I mean, you get what you pay for, and they have all the equipment that you need that you have back home. Which, if you are into working out and bodybuilding, you don't need a lot of equipment. You just know how to use it, right? Okay, now let's talk about some jobs. This is a big one. People don't really understand when I talk about online work or how to get it. The big one I talked about was appointment setting and DM setting. I don't know if people think this is beneath them. It's not telemarketing. There's people literally making $10,000 to $20,000 USD appointment setting and DM setting for people who are making a lot more money than them. Okay, so I don't know if this is a hidden market out there, but this is how most people make their money. Where you could travel and work any hours at any time you want, not that 9 to 5 crap. So me personally, I'm in that 4 to 6 to 7K a month a bracket USD, but I mean, I'm not working 9 to 5. I'm making more than I did with my 9 to 5. I don't got to ask my boss to take a lunch at 12 o'clock or go to the washroom, right? So this here, appointment setting and DM setting, if you guys need to learn more about that, shoot me an email, or better yet, just go on YouTube and type it in. If you have any type of, everybody texts all day. You know how to text. It's texting sales or phone sales, okay? The product's already there. It's already proven. You're just in someone's, helping them with their DMs in their appointment setting. Now, if you want to scale up a bit, which I do this as well, depending on the offer. It's a high ticket offer. So if somebody has an offer, let's say they're selling, a coaching offer, how to make YouTube great again, right? They have a $10,000 product. If you can sell that $10,000 product, they'll give you 10% of that. So that's $1,000 every sale, right? So there was times where I was on a good offer. I'll get 2-3 sales a week. I was making $10,000, $13,000 a month. That's when I got a little crazy out here, and I learned how to really calm down. Those offers, they come and go. So you got to be on your toes. You got to be always out there feeling. What's going to be next, what's hot. If you want to travel, like if you want to escape the 9 to 5 grind, you got to be clever, okay? You got to switch your mind and start thinking outside the box. Literally, if you want to live outside the box, you got to think outside the box all the time. So, always thinking about that next job or just having a little secret side hustle never hurts, okay? Never hurts. Which brings me to this one. If you have a university degree, more power to you. I see a lot of people do this out here. A ton of people is teaching English as a foreign language. Okay, to get your TEFL certificate, it's only $350 on the internet. $350, and if you already have a university degree back home, you can land a job teaching English in a school. They'll pay you $3,000, no problem. I think you work 25 hours a week. Like half this condo area are teachers, and that's how much they're making. And I always see them as I'm on my laptop, they're just walking around midday. They're like, yeah, Chet, what's up? I'm done work. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. They still get paid. Now, if you don't have a degree, they'll still pay you $1,500, okay? So $1,500 for 25 hours a week is not bad money. So a lot of people are doing that. But I know in this era that we live in right now, that's not gonna make it. So with that little TEFL certificate, you can go online, just type it in, how to teach online. It'll bring up like Preply or other formats. Basically, you're a freelance English teacher, and you can get a couple gigs. Like if you get 4 to 6 gigs, which isn't hard, that's an extra, let's say $1,000 to $1,500 a month. And now you're looking at around $2,500 to $3,000 in total. And really that's all you need if you're not a crazy partier. You can live a great life and do all that kind of stuff. So back to the jobs. CSM, guys. Customer service manager. This is a hot one right now. If you go on LinkedIn or you go on any Indeed, things like that, and you type in CSM, they're hiring online globally every single day. So these are companies who are starting to get a lot of traffic in. Their business is starting to boom, and they'll pay you a flat fee, also commission. So the flat fee is about $4,000. Most CSMs make anywhere between 5 to 8K a month. It is more of a traditional online 9 to 5 job, but you can work globally, okay? So all you're doing is when people come in, they buy a product, what you do is you onboard them, okay? You onboard them to Slack, you make sure they got all the links and everything that is needed. You show them, and you don't need any degrees for this. You show them, what their ads are, doing. So let's say a gym is paying this company to get them leads. You have a once a week meeting with the owner and say, okay, so you're paying $100 a day. You're getting, X amount of leads. These ones are good. These ones are bad. It's super easy to read. They show you exactly how to do it. And it's I made some money doing that, guys, and it's super easy to get into. And little side note, I don't know anybody who hasn't fudged on their resume. I'm just gonna say that. A little fudging on the resume, I've never seen nobody not do that. So just keep that in mind. It's 2026, everyone uses AI, so I wouldn't even worry about that. And the last one, job recruiting. The reason why I put this to be a job recruiter, you don't need a lot of experience, and a ton of people on LinkedIn are hiring global job recruiters, okay? So as soon as you get to be a job recruiter, you can work anywhere in the world. They don't care where it's at. They just want you to be able to find out how to source people. So are you good at using the computer? You probably are. We all are these days. So if you can go on LinkedIn and you can use like Job Recruiter or Sales Navigator, most companies will pay for this, or you can do it without it. If you can use these tactics to find people to work for these companies, they will pay you 60 to 80 grand US as a base salary, and then commission every 3 months on top of that to get to that 100K plus, and that's way more than you need to actually live abroad. So listen, guys, I know I speak fast. I just wanted to show you, that's the cost of living, and this is also what careers you got to do. And don't ever think like these jobs are beneath you. You know what I think is beneath me is like working 9 to 5 at some crappy job that you hate. Everybody's miserable. You got to wear a shirt and tie every day. You're making 60 to 80 grand. You hate your life. You got to drive home. You got to drive there, put gas in. But your job title says supervisor, or your job says business development manager. Cool. I don't care about that. I don't care about what anybody thinks. I just do whatever it takes to make money and live my life peacefully. If you like this kind of stuff, drop a like, please. Subscribe, and check out this video as well. And I'll be back, guys. I got a lot. I'm going to Asia. So listen, I got a lot of stuff coming up, and we'll talk soon.